figured on my lunch break make this video because I was thinking before I forget, and I think I've shared this on another video before. And my mother, this is where the rape happened when I was living with this lady. I don't even know her name, but it was a Korean lady, and I know it was a transgender. And this is where I got raped with Patricia Gadina. When I first moved in, and before anything, I lived there for like 6 months, 5 to 8 months. And when I lived in that house, when I first moved in, there was another Asian lady, transgender, that lived there, and the owner of the house told me, "Oh, don't worry about that lady over there. You see that lady? Oh, don't worry about her over there. She forgets stuff all the time. She had like a stroke." And this is when I'm like 28 years old. I'm 28 years old. This is why I think my mother had a stroke, and everyone knew that she had a lot of memory loss and isn't functioning normal, because that lady was mentioning and using him as a hypothetical situation. Now, I don't know if there was cameras inside that house. There could have been. But I do know that that's what that lady said. And I thought it was important for me to say something about this, because the information about what's going about my mother has long been going on and circling information with people that I have never met or even known, or I never even knew. And I say that because they're taking advantage of my mother. They knew my mother had a stroke. She's having a lot of functional memory loss. She has trouble taking care of herself. Well, guess what? Who's going to take advantage of her? Transgender community, LBGT community, and it's them that's doing it. So I thought I'd make a video on this for my mother. It's very heartaching, the fact that they're taking advantage of just playing my mother stupid, and they're doing it for so many years. But I think it's important because they're really disconnecting in any form that I can, any credibility with my mother. They entirely are, and just entirely, and it's all these other motherfuckers that want to do this, from Michael Jackson and the political LBGT gay community and all this other shit. And as much as I don't want to talk about it and try to focus on my job, that's what the topic is. That's exactly what it's about. But I thought I'd make a video on this because I was thinking it made me even more worried. I'm thinking, why is it that these people know about my mother's stroke, or she had a stroke, or she's having trouble functioning? And they were using that hypothetical situation because they're also referring to Miguel and Diana. I talked about this, the rapes that had happened, keeping Frankie incarcerated for basically in our house for so many years, and the rapes that had happened, because when they bring those people up, they think I understand or know this. And there's something else that I also want to say, that my mother's twin, I think, is right, is the identical twin sister is right, because I hate to be saying, I'll go into more details about it, but Mary Zarate knew about the rapes that had happened with Miguel and Diana, because they knew about the twins when they entered that house. I want to go into more details how that information is trailing me, and they're just going and getting as many enemies as they can. This is when I'm 17 years old, 18 years old. So I thought I'd make a video on this because I love my mother's day coming up, and I sent her some kaleidoscope flowers, and for Mother's Day. So, but like I said, it's very terrifying knowing that these people are abusing the situation and they're harnessing control over her by coming at me, because they know that I am the representative and I'm the only straight son that she has, and that's why they're coming after me. They're abusing the twins in every manipulative way, 100%. I'll give you money, I'll give you this, and just shut up, we'll get away with this. They have no idea the measurement about what's going on. But I thought I'd make a video because how is it that these people know about my mother's stroke or having dysfunctions? Because Julian was the only one that slightly referenced it, saying my mother was having a lot of trouble functioning and remembering things, and he told, "Oh, don't worry about it, but he said it in a way just to see my reaction, or just to see kind of feel, because he seemed worried. And this is when I'm 28 years. This is when I'm 27, living with Julian, and 28 years old before the rape happens. I'm living in this house, and that's when the whole rape, Patricia Gardini, where this person had their genitals removed, dismembered, and is doing the whole situation. So, with, you know, I know it's already what, almost 13, 14 years ago. I thought it was important for me to say something about what's happening. It's teams of them. How is it that total strangers know about my mother's stroke and all this other stuff, and I don't know anything?